How's it going, guys? I'm your host Korriban Gaming, and today we will be looking at the ultimate guide for the Pirate class in DragonFable. Pirate recently got a revamp in October 2022 and is now an extremely good class for both offense and defense. This change does not affect the Dread Pirate class, which is still currently using the old Pirate skills but will eventually become a customization for Pirate in the future. In order to unlock the class, you need to give the Forged Papers item to Captain Rhubarb in Osprey Cove. You can buy the item for 3,500 gold from either Meringue's shop or Pecan's shop in the same area. To fully train the class, you need a total of 14 black pearls, which can be obtained from any of Captain Rhubarb's 3 random quests or from the boxes of Ninja Quest and the Captain's Orders quest in the Wind Orb storyline. The fastest way to farm them is to do the Cleaning House random quest. For stats, I would recommend training 200 strength, 200 endurance and 45 in either wisdom, charisma or luck. Pirate comes with 2 mechanics. The first mechanic is called opening. Whenever you completely dodge an attack or receive a glancing blow, you will automatically inflict opening on the attacker for 1 turn. All monsters are automatically inflicted with opening for 1 turn at the start of battle. This can only be inflicted on each monster once per turn. Using any class skill, which means this does not include potions and trinket skills on an enemy affected by opening, will give your skill 2 additional hits of 50% damage each for extra 100% total damage, as well as gaining 1 stack of plunder. If using the quick shot skill, only the main target will receive the additional hits. If using a skill that inflicts an effect like a debuff or dot, the additional hits from opening will also be able to inflict the effect. If using the Fire the Broadside skill, the additional hits will also gain the extra 200 crit. The second mechanic is called Plunder. It's a widget above your attack button that starts at 0 and caps at 5. You can click on the widget to see how many stacks you have and how much boost it is giving you. Alternatively, you can just use the visual cue as the widget changes depending on how many stacks you have. Each stack of plunder increases the base damage of all your class skills by 10% for a maximum of 50%. Trinket skills as well as the additional hits from opening are unaffected by this boost. 1 plunder is gained at the start of the next turn whenever you use a class skill while opening is active or when you use the Cursed Treasure skill. While Cursed Treasure is active, the effect of plunder is doubled, giving you 20% extra base damage per stack to a maximum of 100%. When Cursed Treasure expires, all stacks of plunder will be removed. Pirate comes with a good mix of offensive and defensive skills. First up, we have the skills that are available to everyone. The regular attack is 1 hit of 125% damage and also heals 15 MP. Sea Legs does no damage, causes 20 MP and gives you a 180 MPM shield for 2 turns inclusive with a 6 turn cooldown. Dirty Trick does 3 hits of 50% damage each for a total of 150% damage, causes 30 MP and inflicts a 3 turn stun on the enemy with a 12 turn cooldown. Quick Shot hits all enemies for 1 hit of 130% damage each and causes 20 MP with a 1 turn cooldown. Help from the Locker does 3 hits of 55% damage each for a total of 165% damage, causes 25 MP and applies minus 30 all resist, plus 30 health resist and minus 30 crit to the enemy for 4 turns inclusive with a 7 turn cooldown. Summon Crackers does 2 hits of 50% damage each for a total of 100% damage, causes 25 MP and inflicts minus 80 bonus on the enemy for 3 turns with a 5 turn cooldown. Limeade does no damage, causes 30 MP and purges all status effects from yourself except Stuffed. It also heals you for 5% of your maximum HP and gives you a 5% heal over time for 2 turns with a 8 turn cooldown. Fury of the High Seas does 6 hits of approximately 29.17% damage each for a total of 175% damage, causes 25 MP and increases your boost by 25 for 6 turns inclusive with a 9 turn cooldown. Now for the skills that are only accessible to players with a Dragon Amulet. Backstab does no damage, causes 30 MP and increases your BPD by 140 for 4 turns inclusive, as well as letting you retaliate 100% weapon damage to your last target once per turn during these 4 turns with an 8 turn cooldown. To the plank does 3 hits of 40% damage each for a total of 120% damage, causes 25 MP and inflicts minus 50 boost to the enemy for 3 turns with a 4 turn cooldown. Avast does 1 hit of 100% damage, causes 20 MP and inflicts a 50% weapon plus stat damage dot on the enemy for 4 turns with a 5 turn cooldown. Target Practice does 2 hits of 55% damage each for a total of 110% damage, causes 25 MP and inflicts minus 150 MPM and minus 150 PPD on the enemy for 4 turns inclusive with a 6 turn cooldown. Flintlock does 2 hits of 100% damage each for a total of 200% damage, causes 15 MP and has a 1 turn cooldown. Fire the Broadsides does 1 hit of 200% damage with plus 200 crit, causes 25 MP and inflicts minus 20 boost and minus 20 bonus on the enemy for 5 turns with a 7 turn cooldown. Cursed Treasure does 1 hit of 200% damage, causes 40 MP and increases plunder stack by 1, and applies Cursed Treasure for 6 turns inclusive. If your remaining HP percentage is lower than or equal to your remaining MP percentage after using this skill, you gain 1 HP potion up to a maximum of 5. If your remaining MP percentage is lower than your remaining HP percentage after using this skill, you gain 1 MP potion up to a maximum of 5. If you already have 5 of one type of potion, it will always steal the other type. This skill has a 15 turn cooldown. For bossing, the general recommended rotation would be Backstab, Fury, Curse, Avast, Locker, Sea Legs, Cannon, and Crackers. You can and should switch up the placements of the defensive skills or use a stun skill whenever necessary depending on the fight. Despite NDA players only having access to half of the class's skills, it's still very useful. The general recommended rotation for NDA players would be Sea Legs, Fury, Summon Crackers, Help from the Locker, Quick Shot, Dirty Trick, Quick Shot. As always, switch up the placements of the defensive skills wherever necessary. For questing, you can just use Fire the Broadsides or Flintlock. For multiple enemies, use Quick Shot, Fury, Quick Shot. Against tougher enemies, you can use Fury before Fire the Broadsides. NDA players can replace Fire the Broadsides with Help from the Locker. Use your defensive skills if you're running low on HP. Overall, Pirate is a fantastic class with both strong offensive and defensive capabilities. The only weakness is when it faces off against enemies with very high bonus, which can render most of Pirate's defensive skills useless unless they are stacked. It will also mean a reduction in terms of the class's damage output since it relies on dodging or blocking attacks to increase its damage. I will rate the class A- for short questing due to its high turn 1 damage, B+ for longer questing due to the fact that the only MP heal is in the attack button, B- for warring because despite the high turn 1 burst damage, the opening mechanic causes the animation time to be lengthy, and A+ for bossing because of its versatile offensive and defensive toolkit. The class gets an A+ grade overall. If you want to see how this class compares against other classes in the game, then be sure to check out my class tier list linked in the description below. Currently, Pirate has a total of 6 different customizations. Swap, which is the default, Swap CC, which is the color customizable option of Swap, Matey, which unlocks when you fully train the class, Marauder, which unlocks when you buy the Marauder Pirate Catalyst for 500 DCs from the Book of Lore, Void Sailor, which unlocks when you buy the Void Silk View Cape for 600 DCs from the Book of Lore, and Navigator, which unlocks when you get the Navigator's Hat from any of the random encounter quests in the Pale Sea or the Pascal Ocean, excluding the Treasure Quest. It has a low drop rate, so farming it will probably take a while. It also used to be available for purchase for 500 DCs during Talk Like a Pirate Day 2018. For all the fashion fablers out there, you can find some pirate-themed cosmetics from Captain Rhubarb. These include weapons, capes, and helms. Some other options you can consider are the seasonal rares available from the Book of Lore during Talk Like a Pirate Day, like the Sunken Plunderer and Pirate's Bane weapons. And that's going to do it for my Pirate class guide video. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Do you find it helpful or did I miss out on anything? I would love to hear your thoughts and feedback on how I can improve on this new series. If you're looking for more guides on how to level up your gameplay in DragonFable, then be sure to check out my DragonFable guides playlist linked in the top right of your screen right now, or hop into my Discord server, link is down in the description below. If you guys like this video, then be sure to give it a thumbs up, and of course be sure to subscribe to this channel for more of such future content. Till the next time, I'm your host Korriban Gaming, peace out.